Okay guys, first we're gonna download VoiceAttack. So basically to get to VoiceAttack, we need to go to this page, VoiceAttack. So we go to voiceattack.com. So press enter. In here you go download, purchase. So you can either buy it or download. We're gonna download only. And then this is the beta version. Don't use that because it may have problems and you're gonna be trying to figure out what's going on. Just use this one because we know it's working. So let's download this one. Use that after once you verify this one's working, and then you can use that. If it's not working, now you know it's this version. It's messed up. Okay, now open that. So we're gonna install it. So just basically you can double click from that, or you can also go from here. Depends how you do it. So my downloads is here. So we just downloaded it, install it, next, accept, next. Going back, I like to use everything on my C, all my apps on my C drive. So I go Viacom and VoiceAttack on the same drive. So some people might use it differently because some people have different drives. So many. I have two drives, one for games, one for apps and Windows. So this Windows and apps and games. Anyway, so C program files. So I'm gonna put on there. Next. Actually, I'm gonna create a shortcut as well. Next, install, finish. So once first time it launches, it will ask you to put because I already done that bit on mine. I already installed my serial number and my email address. So you ask you to put your email address, your serial number if you bought it. If you bought it, so it'll be fully unlocked, so you can have as many commands you want. If you didn't, if you don't want to pay for it, or use the free version, it's only 20 commands, so it won't work on for Viacom Pro. You need to buy it. That's the only way you really use it. Only 20 commands will work, so it won't work. So I already put my serial number, everything. So it's gonna press OK. So you're just gonna open. As you can see, we don't have no profile installed yet because we need to install Viacom Pro. And on the settings, nothing's configured, right? Nothing's configured yet as well. So we do that after. So we just want to put this in there, install. We close it. Now we're going to install Viacom Pro. So you make sure you shut it down, you close it, yeah? Now let's actually before we do that, let's put VoiceAttack as administrator. So let's open again. I create the shortcut so I can quick go in there, can easily go in there. Let's just tick that so it doesn't show that again. So also when it's open, you can right click here. You can pin it to the taskbar. So you have it here permanently. You can do that. So now what we're gonna do is go to this wrench here, to this bit here, click on that, and then we're gonna set this as administrator. Run VoiceAttack as administrator. Just on this one. Run as administrator, right? We're gonna do that one. Press OK. And close it. We do the rest of the settings after. So let's just install Viacom Pro. So let's open the browser again. But let's open again. Sorry. I'm gonna go into the Discord. The link for the GitHub, and for this Discord is all on below. Just look on the video below. You'll be able to sign into this Discord account and be part of the team, or you'll be able to just download straight from the GitHub. I'll put both links in it. So in here, I'm gonna need the manual. in case you want to verify something, download the manual. And we're gonna go to download the applications in there. So we're gonna download the Viacom Pro, the MSI. This is the installation folder. It does everything automatically for you, installs it. This one you manually have to put the folder in the right place. So we're gonna do both. I'll show you how to do both. Download both of them. Well, you just download one, the one you prefer, but I'm gonna download both because I wanna show you how to install each one of them. Okay, cool. We have the manual. This is a new version. Yep. So now we're gonna go to downloads. So we have the MSI here. So we delete VoiceAttack. We don't need it no more. And we have the folder version here. So let's minimize this folder. I'm gonna open another folder to make it smaller to create more space for us to work. They need to be that big. Cool. So let's open another folder. I do that by pointing the mouse on the folder, right click it, and here I do a left click and it opens another one. Or you can just do this and just drag it. Oops. It doesn't work. No, you can just do that work like this. Before you could detach it, but you can't. Anyway, so I don't have two separate folders. So let's just make this a bit bigger. Now, so we're gonna go to this PC. We're gonna go here to C drive where I installed VoiceAttack. Basically, let me open the manual. What I'm doing, one second. So just gonna glue. So basically, what I'm doing, I'm going to this address. So we're doing this bit here, plugin files. That's what we're doing. And also, you need to have a VoiceAttack version. You have to be this version or higher. And your DCS World have to be 2.8 or higher. Anything below that, it won't work. 2.7, 2.5, it won't work. And the only place really you should be downloading this Viacom Pro is from the links below. If you download it from anywhere else, it may be the wrong one and it won't work as well. So that's one. Okay, going back to this. So we're gonna navigate to this place to do the zip version first. We're gonna put the everything here. So what we're gonna do? So it's this PC. Then we go here to the C drive, program files 86, same as here. And then we're gonna go to VoiceAttack. I've installed VoiceAttack. Have some custom sounds, but don't ignore that. Apps, and then we're gonna put the folder here. So you're gonna be showing. First, we're gonna go to this place, drop the folder, and you'll be like this. So what we're gonna do now? Oops. Just drag this down. Bear with me. Let's organize this properly so you can see what I'm doing properly. Yeah, that's cool. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna unzip this folder here, right click it, and you extract it to your extract it all, or you can use WinRAR if you have WinRAR, WinZip, extracted files, right? Whatever you want is all the same. So we're going to extract it. So don't matter how you extract it, because it's a zip file, you have a first folder and a subfolder, and then the applications. So basically what I mean is, you see this folder, if you're supposed to drag it like this, you would have problems. Reasons that is because this folder you unzip, it has another folder inside of it, VAICOM Pro. You see what I mean? And then you got the applications. So it's a folder inside a folder. It needs the VAICOM Pro, you have to be on the root. It can't be inside another folder. So this won't do, so we're gonna delete. So what you need to do, you need to unzip it. Each time I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use the same so I don't confuse you. Extract again. But this time, instead of dragging just straight to it, we're gonna go in once, double click it, and then drag this one in there. Right? We can delete this one as an empty folder now because it's just a folder. I don't know, because it will cause problems because it's not. So now we have that in the right place. So all left to do is going back and start working again on VoiceAttack. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna minimize all this. So we're gonna install VoiceAttack again. So set it up, press yes, yes. See, a lot of people get this part. They say, oh, nothing's working because they don't have a profile. They never enable the plugin, so it won't work. So they get stuck on this bit. So you have to enable the plugin. You go here. So basically, we're gonna follow these instructions and stuff, right? So you go here, start from general page. So you need to click enable plugin support. Click on that. Press yes. And then move to another page. So let's see what's in here. Here what it says to enable plugin support, enable host as device. Yeah, so we're gonna do that as well. So we do this one. So we enable plugin support. The joystick, you go to joystick here. Go to here, assign the joystick you want. So you just click assign. It will show you if you have everything plugged in, make sure everything's plugged in before you do this. And it will show your joysticks and stuff. For some reason, this one, my hand controls don't work on the stick, only works on the throttle. I don't know why. You might have the similar issues on your device. So all my hand controls on my throttle works. On the stick doesn't. Anyway, so if I go here, I'll choose the throttle. I'll press OK. That's it, it's done. Right? Press OK. So I'm gonna use the throttle. So that's done. So what's next? Recognize speech delay 0. So this is on tab recognition. So we're gonna go recognition, this tab. Recognize speech delay 0, basically all the 0, 0, 0. And this one they want 85. You can either move up and down like this until you get to 85. That's long. Or just take it, just erase everything, just type 85. That's the same thing. 60. Also here it says to disable all this because you get a better recognition. So let's do that. It's fine. What's next? Tab audio. On tab audio, notification sounds off, so you have that off. Sound volume 100%. Yeah, it's already 100%. Yep. And then we're gonna do audio output integrate components. It's already on there. If it's not, can you have a legacy Windows, but they want this one. Check the components, that's fine. It found my headset, that's fine, so good. This there we don't touch. These ones I normally have them on silent because they make extra noise. I don't like it. What's silent? Somewhere in here. Have them all of them on silence like this. I do on all of them, right? But you can have them default, but I don't think it makes any difference. But it makes that noise you just heard, like. So I like on silence. You do whatever you want. Okay. Now, recognition disable. So audio. So we know with the hotkeys. So that disabled. This when you first get it, it will be like this. It will be something on it. Stop aglo, whatever. It'll be something in it. They say to disable it. Yeah, basically just click on them if something's on it and tick it. Normally I have this enabled for my remote control. I have joystick one on my control. I have this one enabled like that. When I use the controller, when I play Star System, I use that way. I have that on, and I have this on as well for armor. I have that's why you saw the stop. The stop. I use an armor, so it doesn't interfere it. So you can, if you leave it or whatever, but yeah. Okay, disable it. Anyway, just make sure if you add something, those buttons are not being used by the game. Just make sure of that. Okay, recognition global. None, just tick none, nothing. Now, system advanced. Cancel block commands already ticked. This one is not on this version is being deleted. It's not part of this. It's not in here, so just ignore it. That's fine. And then voice attack as administrator, we have to tick that. We did that earlier, so I mean, we never did it. Oh, normally it will come unticked. I don't know why it's ticked, but you just have to tick it. And every time you open VoiceAttack, you open as administrator, or you can right-click it here, which I like to do. And then because it's Windows 11, you have to click here, show more options. But if you go Windows 10, you show properties in here. But for me to get properties on Windows 11, I have to go here, show more options, and then properties, compatibility. So I have to take that run as administrator, apply. Okay, it's enough way you can do it. I prefer doing it that way because I know it's ticked. You can do it from here as well. Right click here, right click voice attack, properties, compatibility, and yeah, you can do it different ways. You can go different ways in there. Anyway, just make sure this is ticked, yeah. And then you go here. So I think we all set in here. The main thing here is make sure the plugin is enabled. It's ticked. Once you verify the plugin is ticked, you press OK, and it'll give you this information. If you don't see this, that means you've done something wrong. Plugin support will be enabled the next time your VoiceAttack starts. So you click OK. The change to disable accused echo cancellation will affect it next year. Okay, whatever. Yeah. So now we'll restart. Restart it. You hear the noise, plugins enabled, and if you see this, left control is enabled. Now, because we installed Viacom Pro, so now everything's Viacom Pro is working. You know, because we found the plugin, it's all initialized, everything's working. So we're gonna go open this location with VAICOM Pro. You see, with VAICOM Pro is installed. As you can see, it's not extended. We has more things now. So what we're gonna do, we are going to get this profile from here, right? It's in here. So to do that, we're gonna go here on this way, on this little icon here on the end. We're gonna import it. You only export it when you want to back it up, whatever profile you created. So we're gonna import it this time. Click on import. Took into the wrong place because I was doing things in here before. So we're gonna navigate to this place here. Program files, VoiceAttack, apps, VAICOM Pro to this profile. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go this PC again. Local disk, where I installed program 86, and then I'm gonna go VoiceAttack. I'm gonna go apps, which is that's where it is. Apps, VAICOM Pro, profiles. So click on that, show here, you press open. It will give you some warning, just say yes. Now the profile is installed. So now we have the profile installed. You can probably delete this one. Go like this and delete it if you want it. You can just delete the default one, or you just leave it. And then now we have the profile. So let's just open to look at it. Yeah, this is the profile. Here you can mess about with it to close things. Yeah, and you can close it like this. Yeah, it's cool. Anyway, just backtracking here a little bit. So that's done. Next step, let's go down. We done that. We imported the profile. Yep, we saw that. That's fine. Now what they're saying, we need to do the hottest. Do the hottest. Cool. That explains, if you read there, explains everything you need to do. We've done this bit already. We just need to do the TX one on the thing. So to assign your hottest, if you already know which hottest you're gonna use, you can use basically what you do, you press, let's open the left control, left alt C. So if you're trying to do this before you install this profile, it won't work. Yeah. Or if you're trying to do this with this like this, it also won't work. Right. So you have to be, because this command is inside this profile. Okay. So let's do it. Left alt control C. Left control left alt C. Sorry. This will open. So let's just configure this quick. Put it like that. Put this up. I like to use your normal. Go on preferences. I use this. My one I use VSPX. It's for fast speaking because I speak very fast, and I use that. Follow the manual. It explains to you how to use that somewhere on the manual. So we're gonna leave it for now. Extend it. I like to do this. Instant select. Yep, you do what you want for speech. I'm just doing what I normally use. Hide on screen now. Yeah, disable menus. I open menu via the allow options. Disable player voice. You can leave it for now to test it, just to make sure everything's working. Require engage queue. You can have it, remove it or put it. So basically, flight engage ground targets. So you have to use the engage or attack for flight to react. Have it off. You can just say ground targets on that way if you have it off. Use appendices. You know, do whatever you want in here. Here as well, just tick what you want. ACS, display info, use a multiplayer. That's what I use. Voice chat integration. Yeah, I use that. I use it that way. Dynamic. Use the switch command. Because I use one key. I use only one key, but I'll show you how to install all the keys, but I only use one key in my one, and I use it this way. Hold. I like to hold the high transmission. Will be a bit of a delay when it talks. Actually, I didn't like that when I did that. I didn't like it. Basically, you talk. There's a delay before the answer, and if sound notifications. Yeah, I didn't like this because it's too much delay. Sometimes I think it's not working, but when it's auto switch. I'm gonna try this. Okay, it's all good in here, so you can mess around with it. Just read the manual, find out what it does, and then you just tick whatever you want, basically. Yeah. ICS hot mic. This is for the F14. If you tick this, I think I'm not quote if I'm wrong, but somewhere in the manual you need to read it. If you tick it, apparently, I think I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. You yeah. I'm not sure which one. I think if you tick, I think you won't be able to hear Jester talking. You have to have it off. Then you'll be able to talk to Jester. Sorry. If you tick it, you only be able to talk to people online, something like that, using the hot mic on the F14. I need to play around with it. I don't know how this works. So let's just tick it. I'll test it later. Concise, I like that in case ask for a brief on a concise. Link radio power, I like that. Don't tick that is annoying. I like to dim it a little bit so don't get too bright. About here. About there. Yeah, that's good. Configuration. I like to run this for testing reasons so I can see what's going on. Run CS. And here we're gonna set up the what you call it. We're gonna set up the Lua file. Make sure the Lua goes to the right place. You can either tick this and set up your path in here and set your path. Go like this PC, because my game is installed on D drive. Games on D drive. Go to D drive. My one's on program files here. Dynamic. Just find where your game's installed. This here is for World Open Beta, and you stop there. Do not tick anything here. Just stop. You just leave it from that folder there. Otherwise, it won't work. Yeah. I've seen some guys going all the way ticking something in here for some reason. Just stop. Once you get to this point, when you see this is open beta, you tick that and press OK, and that will have it. And then here is where you change for which version of the DCS you have. Some people have Steam version, which would be a release, so you'll be like this cross. Some people have a standalone release version, so you'll be like this. I have standalone, but it's open beta version, so it'll be like this, right? So this is how it works. So basically, let's say again, Steam, like this. Release version for the standalone, like this. Open beta, like this. And then you tick the fixed reg here. and press OK, and that will be ticked. Then you go to here, tick lower code only, and master 0, and tick the master 0 to reset it. Then you're going to ask it to restart. So you need to restart VoiceAttack again. Yeah, now it found everything's all done properly now. So I told them where the path where my install DCS path is, and I told them where my user games is. So he found my user game. Sorry, he knows where it is already. So 2.8, that's the version of my DCS. If you have 2.7, it won't work. Yeah, 2.7 is this Viacom Pro, doesn't work on there. It may work, but it's different. I mean, you need to call the devs and ask them for help to make it work. Just put a release version in, save a lot of problem. Put the 2.8 version, sorry. And the plugin version we use is 2.811, right? That's what we downloaded from the GitHub. So everything looks cool. So well, let me just so we're pretty much done here. So let's just do the keys. Let's go back to do the keys. Show you guys how to do that very quick before we finish this. Before that, let's just press Control Alt C. Let me just check something. So we've done that. We've done that. We've done this. Preference. Everything's done. Oh, is this? I forgot. You don't have to. I don't think you have to do this, but I like to do it. And then you just test it. So it kind of switches whatever I use, but I think it switches automatically anyway. All the keys. Yeah, everything's good. I'm happy with everything. So everything's good in there. So now let's move to the keys. So just close everything unnecessary. So now click in this thing here, this pen and book, and then we're gonna open key collections. Sorry, no key collections. We're gonna push to talk. This comes as default like this. So let's first say number one. Click number one and tick this. This means when you press on the keyboard number one, you do you open the comms for you. So basically what it means, let me close this. Let me just open Control C. So if I press my keyboard now, one is TX1, TX2, can you see it? TX3, TX4, TX5, TX6. So basically it's attached to your keyboard. If you want it that way, you can leave it that way. If you're using keyboard or whatever, yeah, that's fine. So you sort it. But if you're using these buttons for something else, it might clash. You may want to assign something different. So what we're gonna do, we are going to assign our joystick. So we go here again, and because we're assigning joystick, we don't need those numbers. We're gonna disable it. Just go here and disable it. When I press and tick that, and tick that, and tick that, and tick that. basically just do all of them. You don't want that to be pressed on the game because I think the DCS uses those those keys. I'm not sure. Then you some mad things will be happening. People forget that. They say, oh, when I press this, when I'm playing the game, this happens. They think it's a fault, but it's not. It's just keys that you forgot. It's being pressed when you're trying to press for something else. So untick all that because they're not being used, so it's no point being in there. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna set up now my joystick. So if I click one of this, first one, so the way this works, let's just open and make it wider so you understand it. A lot of people don't open, so what they do, they just start changing. They start changing. One second, it's not working. 1 second. Let me just close this. Go back to this. Easy assigned. Let me just clear this and assign again. It's a bit fiddly. Cool. Okay, maybe it's not that. Let's just close everything. Maybe need to restart. 1 second. Yeah, after you make so many changes, always restart things. So oh no, the hat I was using is not compatible. Some hats are compatible, some are not. I don't know on this joystick. I don't know what does that. All more of the hats work. See, this one's work. This one's work. Number 768. I go 3 4-way hats, but the top one doesn't work. Maybe it's not compatible. So just put on a compatible one. Okay, cool. Nothing was wrong with it. It's just, yeah, things like that might happen. The button you want to use doesn't work. It doesn't mean it's broken. It's just not compatible. You have to find the button that works, right? The hat that works. Sorry. So okay, let's go back to where we lost a bit off track. Now the first one is you leave it blank because they come in pairs, right? So they come like, so if I open this a little bit, 1 second. They come in pairs, so they have yeah, they have joystick one. So TX1 1 and TX1 open. Now this is the press and this is the release. TX2 press, this is the release. That's why you set it up, yeah? So what I mean is to do TX1, I'm gonna do up, right? On my hat, on my 4-way hat. So what I'll do, TX1 will be this one. So if I click on it, it's already nothing sticked. You leave it like that. So what you do is just make sure you put it up. So I want number 11 to be that. Make sure it's number 11 because you can easily change another number you don't notice and you wonder why it's not working. Just make sure the right number. Always test those things and double check. Press that. Press OK. Press OK. Then you do the bottom one with same number 11 because it's the same button still, right? Then you go here joystick button. So this one is ticked. So which means when you tick the first one and you and when you release, it stops listening. So so press 11 again here. Press OK. See, make sure they match. So TX1, 11, 11. right? That's what you do. I'm going to host the one. No, it's not ticked, it's fine. Yeah, so 1111. So then you got TX2. TX2, you want to do it TX1, TX2, you want to do it down on my hat. So first one, leave it as it is, blank. Don't touch it. Just press down. Just press the button you want to use. That's it. I'm gonna press down again on this one, which is my release. Joystick. Click on that. It's already ticked for release. Press down again. 13. So make sure they're both the same numbers. 13, 13. So I only got two more because I only got space for two more. So the main ones you want to use, for example, if you use the Hornet, you only use the two radios, TX1, TX2. Some planes have like I think they have three. Some planes have three. Some planes even use forward intercom. I think and some old planes use the 5 as well. I use 4 to do all of this, which is I'll explain in another video how it works. I use one button for everything, and use a multiplayer. It does works. Well, I don't use a multiplayer. Multiplayer, I use another throttle, which I have all this map the way I'm doing now, right? So because I'm mainly I play single player, so I will use the TX4. Anyway, I need to test if this works on multiplayer. I'm not sure. So I'm gonna put 6. This is if you go like a voice attack with extra commands and stuff like that, extra stuff, key commands and well, it's tier 6. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna press that and TX6. So we're gonna use that forward. So I'm gonna use forward. So my son just came in. And then so make sure this is ticked. It wasn't ticked. Press OK. It's touching everything. Apologies. Okay. So that's all the buttons I'm gonna do and apply. Done. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna test it now. Control Alt. Just bear with me. My son is messing about. So as you can see, everything's working. Yeah, so we're all good. Just bear a minute. Yeah, it's pretty much it really. So we've done everything. So we set up the keys. Everything's working. Let's go play, enjoy it. So all the commands are working, I think. Let me just test some things. Playtime 10 minutes. Yeah, everything's working as you can see. Ready to copy. Yeah, everything's working. All right, guys, that's how you do it. All my keys are working, everything's fine. Yeah, cool. Okay, that's it. Video is very long. Okay, that's it. Thank you for listening and watching the video.